Welcome to episode 4 of the Peter Dellane Mortgage Show. Guys, take it away with today's message.
Great. Well, I guess I'll get it rolling. I guess kind of want to chat about VA loans. VA loans historically have been around 10% of the business out there. We're starting to see real positive traction on VA loans at this point. We're probably running closer to 20%, maybe about double the industry average right now. And some of those reasons why is basically we've compared it to one of the largest national lenders that focuses almost strictly on VA loans. And we've actually gotten a couple from them that we were actually 3/8 to a half better in rate. I was actually shocked at the difference out there. We are almost always better, but a half in rate, that's almost ridiculous. So anyway, so we are starting to see much more traction on VA loans out there right now. And one little tidbit I wanted to bring up about VA loans that many people aren't aware of is that when you purchase a VA house, if there's enough room in the appraisal basically to support it, the seller can actually pay all closing costs plus up to 4% in almost anything else out there. It's almost unheard of. The seller can actually pay for a new large screen TV if the borrower wants it, which is incredible to me. They can actually pay off a car if they wanted to pay off a car. They can pay off credit card debt. They can purchase new furniture. And as long as it's under 4% of the total purchase price, that is a perk that the VA gives our veterans for serving our nation. So I think that's a huge thing. So they can go into a house with no money out of pocket. They have no monthly mortgage insurance premium. The rate is lower than a conventional loan, and the seller can pay off their car or pay off some credit card debt. It's really incredible. So it's really a service to our veterans out there. And we really are focusing on that business now and probably about double the industry standard. So anyway, I'll toss it back to Pete.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Craig. Couple things that I want to talk about. We've got both people we're reaching out to on this video. We have our borrowers, which is our applicant and our client. We also have our realtor. So we're trying to cover both in the video that we're doing. And thank you for the feedback. We're hearing from a lot of people. Really appreciate it. A couple things that I want to let you know is that for our current customer base, which we have thousands of them, if you're considering refinancing because cash out refinances are back, if you have mortgage insurance, it might be worth giving us a call, or any scenario like that. We currently have a couple from yesterday that we're putting a couple first and second together. But you definitely want to give us a call. I have 2 customers that are former customers, and I probably don't do a good enough job about telling them, look, I'm going to put you with the best lender there is available. Oh, and speaking of which, let me get offside, my ADD kicking in here. I just ran a scenario, and I don't think you can see this, but there's 100, and I wrote it down here, 112 banks that are competing for your business, that for the applicant's business on the wholesale market. I know you'll see the people, enter your information, a couple, 3, 4, 5 banks compete for your business. This is the wholesale side, and there are 117 banks that are competing for your business. And what we talked about, the average cash to close is the last time we ran the numbers was $4,700 less cash to close. So you definitely want to be on the wholesale side. You definitely want to be talking to a broker. And this is exactly, these are all banks in here, big banks, that when I put in that scenario right here, it spits out all these lenders. So a couple scenarios. I've got 2 customers that went back to the original banks I placed them with. I always tell people to please try to stay, to give us a call if anything in the mail, anything like that, just give us a call. First one, great customer, great lady, businesswoman in the community, nice family, the whole 9 yards. She reached back out to the lender, which you see on TV all the time. They got a mortgage ad you'll see all the time that's fast and easy type thing like that. And you think it's easier just to go back to the bank you're currently with. She was getting frustrated with them, gave us a call, $5,700 less cash to close. We weren't able to give her the $5,700 because it's complicated, but what we did, we had to lower the interest rate, which is still a win. So we had lower closing costs, and we had a lower interest rate. $57 a month, should be closed in a couple weeks. Second customer, 13 years ago, and we talked and touched on a VA loan. They're smushing two mortgages together, and their bank that they're with, which is a big bank, and those big banks, you really, on a realtor side, you know, you don't want to put your purchaser with them. But this scenario, they're told that they're capped at 517, which is the county limit. And they're just not, and that customer had to bring like $20,000 to close because he was paying off two mortgages and exceeded the actual two mortgages. And having a guy like Craig that you just heard him, and I'll bring him back in here to talk about it, but they capped him at 517,000, said he couldn't exceed it, and you've got the funding fee which goes on top of it, which they told him that they couldn't exceed the 517, including the funding fee, which is clearly incorrect. That's a huge national bank. And now we actually were able to give him the 540, which is over the limit, putting all together, no cash to close, and we should be hearing back from him pretty soon. So, Craig, tell us a little bit about how that overage is. You can go over per county limit on the VA side, if you don't mind popping in real quick.
Yeah, basically the VA actually has no official loan limit out there, but they'll only guarantee a certain percentage of the loan. So anything that exceeds the county loan limits, anywhere from 424,100 to 625, 636, whatever it is, you basically have to have about 25% equity into the transaction. So it's a misnomer that they actually have caps on that. That's either a bank overlay or a loan officer that's unaware of how to structure those loans. So anyway.
Also, I just saw in the numbers we had a closing that apped them on 7/21. I think it fell apart. Closed it on 8/10. I don't know how many days that is, Craig. Great job, but it was pulled from another agency. If you want to talk about that real quick.
Yeah, I'm not even actually sure why the other bank declined it. It was kind of baffling to me. We looked at the application and had to double and triple check because it just was such a no-brainer for me. And we took it from start to, I think, clear to close somewhere around 8 business days, something like that. So another good win for us. Yeah,
pretty impressive stuff. When I run the reports and look at these loans and I see that, it just amazes me what you guys are doing on the back end. All right, lastly, and I know we're probably going longer. We're short 2 people today. Millennials. I don't have it up in front of me, but I've got you in my crosshairs here. I have my own very own, hold on, app. And it is really kind of cool, and I kind of put it off like, why would I want an app? And it's the nice features about it is that if you need to get a hold of me, you just tap and it rings my phone number, tap to text. And this leads into my last segment, which is the weekend phone coverage. For the realtor ends, if you're out showing homes on a Sunday afternoon and you have my app on your phone, you can refer the person to me by just tapping their name and their phone number. It sends it right over to them. Then they can apply on this app and apply in less than 3 minutes. It notifies me. I hit a button and pull their credit. They can take a picture of their tax returns or whatever, their W-2s or pay stubs. I could be in anywhere. It uploads those directly into their file with me, and and I can issue a pre-approval letter in minutes on a Sunday afternoon at 8 o'clock. And it leads me into, and also on here's a lot more. You should check it out. I'll put the link in it'll be down in the bottom. It also have a where you push it to take you to our reviews, and those aren't just like Zillow reviews. That's all the reviews that anybody talking about us anywhere out there on the net. You should check those out. Really proud of that. And lastly, the weekend coverage, with our team, make sure that I have somebody available that's going to get a pre-approval out without a half hour to an hour. I sometimes travel with my app, with my either that thing or my computer with me. Pretty simple to do. But I mean, the going above beyond. Sunday night, 10:30, had an agent didn't have access to a computer, was trying to submit an offer. They were missing the financing addendum on an FHA loan. The agent sends the financing addendum to us. This is 10:30 on a Sunday night, so we can put in the FHA, MIP, and all that stuff. That's Ability Mortgage Group. That's what sets us apart. And download our app. We appreciate your business. We appreciate your feedback. Love the opportunity to earn any future business.
Great. Thanks, guys. So much good information in there. Remember to get the app. We'll keep that information in there. And then let Peter or Craig know if you have any questions or concerns or some feedback about the video. Thanks, guys.